Ugh, this farm produces nothing but eggplants and mayonnaise. It's just a sex meme. God. It's disgusting. It's not appropriate for internet.
Today, Precarious plays Stardew Valley.
Hey, what is that other hat anyway?
Oh, just check the box, man. It's in the box. Honestly, I got it on a misclick,
Yeah.
but the mouse wouldn't take it back. There's a no return,
Which
no
box
refund
is it in?
policy. The one with the other equipment, like swords and stuff.
Aw, thanks for at least keeping my filing conventions. That's really sweet of you. Where is the hat?
There.
An official cap.
Yeah, like I said, it was a misclick.
Okay.
Still, you could put it on.
No.
And you could try it.
No.
It might
The
give you
flour's enough.
It might give you a fall flavor.
I got a blueberry wine. I'm gonna make some other wine.
Some other wine. I'm gonna tell you which flavor.
It looks like blackberry wine. Oh my gosh, are we between episodes still, or are we playing yet? I don't know what's going on.
We started whenever you were
Okay.
panicking about planting the eggplants.
I
Yeah?
need to go to Marnie,
Right.
and then I need to go to Robin.
Yes.
That is today.
Yes, but they're not open for several hours, so
I need
would
to take care of my stuff.
fill your watering can up from the sink because
That's
it's
right, 'cause
right
you
there.
can do that. And I need to get all this shit out of my... Nope.
Oh, there it
Aw.
is. Okay.
I need to get all the shit out of my boxes.
Get all this shit out of my bags.
I mean, yes, you're right, bags. Nemesis. Slime. This should... No.
Oh, that's a food. Oh, damn it. It should be in the fridge, but I mean, it's not a
Okay,
good food.
this comes with me. I don't know. I should keep the fertilizer and the eggplant seeds with me. This goes in.
And the wood as
This
well.
goes in. Yeah.
And stone.
This goes here. And the
You
sap
don't
goes in
need-
the other box.
Yeah, you don't need the sap necessarily.
Yeah. Sap, seaweed, fibers. Keep it. Don't touch it.
I kind of miss the farm that I was playing on most recently,
Yeah.
where I'm a lumberjack.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so beautiful.
I miss it because it was so relaxed
Mm-hmm.
without having like a bunch of fields. Nothing else is
Yeah.
saleable. Because everything was just like waiting for trees to grow and make syrups and things.
Yeah.
You don't have to water them. It doesn't take very long to chop them down with an upgraded axe. It gave me a lot of time to talk with people in town, be nosy. It's one of the only times I've never bothered to just look up someone's schedule once I, like, locked onto them, you know? Once I had set my gaze on friendship.
Mm-hmm. I will be your friend. I shall look up your schedule.
Yeah.
I shall I shall Facebook stalk you a little.
Yeah. I like to imagine a Stardew Valley version of Facebook. It's only got like 20 people on it.
What was the
Actually, that
30
doesn't
Rock
sound too bad.
version? Friend space?
I don't. Not actually a fan of that show.
Oh, BS.
Actually, you know, I think about it more and more, and I'm like, am I? Do I? Why do I like it? I can tell you that I like it less the further I like into the show I watched.
I thought that the increasing level of ridiculosity
Yeah.
was very pleasant and enjoyable.
I will say that I do like
And gave me laugh out louds many, many times.
I do like the gentleman that spoilers for fucking 30 Rock. I do like the gentleman that Liz Lemon eventually takes in a more permanent romantic fashion.
Yeah.
just because he's a very sensible dude to interject like at that point in the show.
And he seems to complement the situation really well, which...
Well, I mean, I like what he says whenever she thinks that she's about to have another dramatic TV breakup, and then he's like, we had a fight, just come back in 12 hours and we'll probably feel better. And she's like, oh. Fine, I guess I will.
I guess that is how that works.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it makes sense whenever you're watching a TV show that everything is going to be dramatic, because you're seeing, like, the highlight reel of someone's life. And I like that admission where it's like, no, we keep living after the camera. It's a character that finally makes it feel less like a show and more like peering into someone's life.
Yeah.
Lives. Someone's
Marnie's
life.
First.
Then Robin.
And I don't need to get any of the shit out of my inventory because I'm not going to actually physically pick up anything. I don't have to carry the pig back. I just pick the barn and put it in there.
Correct.
Okay, let's go. Sorry. More story time.
That's all I had to say about what? I'm sorry.
All right.
Do you have any steel bars?
Yes.
I
have many more steel ore than Marnie. Man your post. Where are you, woman?
She may be day drinking. Go to
what?
Robin's. Go to Robin's and then try coming back later. Have you been hit by a train in Stardew Valley?
Judging by the fact that I'm still running around, probably not.
Surprisingly light on the damage front, if I remember correctly. I think it just gives you a little bump.
Are you sure Joja Cola doesn't just bill me for rescuing me?
I don't think so. I think that I got hit with a train.
Even Stardew Valley does the thing with the pumpkins and the hay bales.
It's that tire and that can. I wish I could remove them.
Yeah.
There's probably a mod for it, but that feels so lame.
It's just the new trash aesthetic. Everything is terrible, so let's make it all look terrible.
Nah.
Let me go. God, it's so pretty, all of this new orange.
Mm-hmm.
I like the color orange. It's kind of nice. It complements me really well.
You're the only one. You're the only one. Damn it.
Robin, where are you?
Oh no. Is this an Everyone's Gone to the Rapture style event? Find someone. Find any person.
Pierre!
Yeah, go to Pierre's and check the calendar. Maybe it's a festival today or something.
No, it wouldn't be a festival. Somebody would have sent a letter. Somebody would have invited me.
Everybody went into town.
All
my friends are in town.
I think I went the wrong way. Oh, but it's okay anyway.
Yeah, it's...
So it is a little deserted right now. There.
Oh.
Workout day. Oh.
It is workout day. How much is that backpack?
You know,
I think it's probably expensive. Be careful with your clicking.
It's not that bad. I need a pig though.
But that's only 16, and the barn is only... The reason why you needed like 40, half of that is gonna go to the the vault. You could totally get that backpack, and it would be a big help.
You know, I'm about to grow like 2 ass tons of eggplants.
And other things, but mainly, yes,
the eggplants. Yay! You know, this will speed me up, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
You should just stay here, because, I mean, they're both shopkeepers, so you should just see if they fucking... Make it back to their houses before 5.
I could go fishing. I could go do crops.
Yeah, then it doesn't look like they're gonna make it back to their houses
They're
before.
busy. They're busy with their important stretches. Can you check my fish calendar?
You missed the sturgeon. It's available again in winter.
Yeah. I have difficulty catching the sturgeon because I know now I know for sure, deep in my heart, that is the one that is currently getting away most often.
You could get the wood skip in that area.
Yeah, why does the wood skip... Why is the note for the wood skip axe?
Because I'm pretty sure it's in the pond beyond that. It's where you got the fern.
Okay.
It's where the red fern grows. Don't worry, your dog still has all its guts. I promise. Man, the books that I had to read for summer reading in like middle and elementary school were brutal.
Yeah.
Because the two things I remember most immediately when I think of like summer reading, it's that poor dog losing its guts in where the red fern grows, and that poor kid in the hatchet that resolves to try harder to survive after he fails to commit suicide.
Oh, God. I never had to read either of those.
You didn't have to read The Hatchet?
No, I didn't have to read either of those. Either that or...
Oh, we went to the same school. Fertilizer!
Oh, thank you.
That was a close one.
Oh, my children! My children! My
sweet babies.
My distant relative eggplants. My eggsplants. My eggsplants.
No, doesn't really.
Eggplants.
The point is that are you familiar with like the Cliff Notes version of The Hatchet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this child, well, young gentleman, young boy-ish, teen, I don't know. He survives a plane crash in the wilderness and has to take care of himself, and just like it seemed like on a whim, a parent bought him like a pretty okay hatchet. Just he was going on a trip,
and that somehow made it onto an airline.
It was a charter flight.
Oh, okay.
It was like a
little
two-person
teeny weeny.
Yeah.
A bush plane.
Right. The pilot, I think, had heart failure.
Oh, Jesus.
And they crash in a lake, which is, I suppose, the reason why the reason why the protagonist lives. The pilot's double dead. Like, he dies probably from the heart attack, and then maybe came back for a minute, and then he drowns to death. So he's having a miserable time, understandably. Doesn't think that there's any way out. Doesn't have any particular survival skills. And after like the first several failed attempts, there's something of like a dramatic scene where he's like wet and cold and dying in the rain. And he's like, I'm gonna hit myself in the wrist with this axe and die now. And then the next scene is like it describes how he wakes up and like his arm has somehow managed to like it's congealed. It's the wound has
the blood has clotted, frustrating his efforts. That's terrible.
Right.
How did we have to? When did you have to read this?
Like I think it was in. I'm trying to think of the classroom I was reading it in, and I'm pretty sure it was my 5th grade classroom.
Oh, that seems a little young.
Well, I mean, it's not.
I don't know. It's not any worse than anything, but it's just so.
It was fine because. I mean, to be perfectly frank, the reason why it was fine, I think, for reading is because he failed, and in the end, he overcomes that, like every failing, everything that could be conceived of as being a failing.
He overcomes it.
Right, like he figures out his survival shit. He winds up making a raft, and he uses the raft to go out to the middle of the lake, and then he dives down. That was cool.
I got a wood skip!
And a bunch of other stuff happened, and who cares? Good night! So, my review for The Hatchet, pretty good. Maybe give it a read. Kid tries to kill himself. Doesn't work, though, so it's fine, I guess. And I mean, it's as sensical as a suicide could ever be, because it's like, well, either I'm gonna starve to death and get eaten by mosquitoes, or I can just finish this now. Actually, it's funny because his attempted suicide only kind of, to me, becomes problematic in hindsight, because after that, he does demonstrate his ability to succeed, you know? So I don't know what it's trying to say exactly. I don't know if I'm all on board with what the book has to say about self-termination in dire circumstance, right? I mean, it's kind of like how in The Martian you have the astronauts who are like, well, tactical homicide, that's what we've got in our minds, and we're all scientists, so we're all gonna be as cool with it as possible. And it's like, who gets to survive? Obviously the lightest of us.